Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. This is your look ahead on Tuesday the 19th of May. Don't forget, if you want a forecast for June, a detailed forecast for June, then that's available as well as a premium video. You can either click on the premium video at weatherweb.net or click on the premium video through YouTube. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube as well. Just click on the subscribe button, or I can add you onto our forecast list here where you get notified of when the videos are updated. Just send an email through to general weather, then subscribe at weatherweb.net. That's general weather subscribe at weatherweb.net, and I can add you to that list. Now, we've got 500 millibar chart here today, and some interesting findings from the CFS as well, which I'm going to show you in just a moment's time. First of all, though, I just want to pick up on this. This is 500 from the GFS. I much preferred yesterday's. As we go through this, you notice there, look, the jet across the UK. Notice too the trough sharpening in here. Still got this flow coming through here, and we start to see the evidence of a cut-off taking place across southern parts of Europe. There it is, look, going into the Gulf of Genoa. There's your Gulf of Genoa low. Now, what normally happens in these situations is what the GFS tries to pick on here. We get a cut-off going across the top here. This feature gets cut off down here. This time of year it can warm through really relatively quickly. So they're not as notable features as they can be during the winter, but you see there it hangs around for a few days. And then we get a ridge building back into the British Isles. Now, with this pattern out here in the Atlantic, with this buckling pattern, you see the ridge there, we then get another hit, look, colder air coming down here. But the GFS actually doesn't want to do much with that. Look, it kind of tries to get another trough in through here. This is Tuesday the 26th, so this is a week today. It tries to build the ridge back in through here, look. But it doesn't really make as much of that trough as I think it could do. And I think this is where the CFS may well have scored a march on this, because the GFS does try, look, to get some sort of feature cut off and staying cut off across the southwestern parts of Iberia. So it's kind of got a bit of a story going there, but I can't help looking at this, thinking, okay, well, we've got this cold flow coming down here, which is going to shoot into here. We're going to get some sort of cut-off form down here. What will then happen is ridge builds over the top from this feature in here. You get that sort of shape developing, you get low in here, you get the higher than normal heights stuck out here, and eventually that whole flow gets into more of an easterly pattern through the UK, and eventually the ridge actually gets into here. Now, you can sort of see that a little bit, because it does sort of try to get itself into that pattern, but never really gets there because of the westerly domination and the bias that's in the GFS model. It just doesn't want to get much further, look. It brings us into that pattern, which I don't think is correct. What I do think is that CFS may well have this one pinned down. This is from the tropicaltidbits.com site, excellent site, and these are the forecast charts for the next 25 days in 5-day slots. Now, this is the CFS putting the ridge off towards the east, which of course is what we've got just at the moment. If we just nip back here, take a look, watch, there's our trough, look, going off towards the east. Do you see it there? There it is. So 5 days on the CFS, gets a nice start, gets a good kickoff. Second 5 days, days 6 to 10, looking like this. This is from the 24th of May through to the 29th of May. And look, ridge building off towards the west, trough in here, ridge out towards the east. This is going to be pumping up some warm air up here, you know, into western parts of Russia, through the UK Ukraine region as well. Then into days 11 to 15. This is from the 29th of May through to the 3rd of June. Look, trough is still here. This could well be quite a pattern for the summer. Trough comes in here, ridge west, ridge east as well. And actually, as we get into days 16 to 20, look, there's your high going across the top. Look, there's your cut-off down here. Here's our higher than normal heights gone across the top here, and there's our trough across the south. Now, what this would do is it brings in the possibility of a more east-northeasterly flow across the south of the UK, the risk here of some outbreaks of rain, some potential for some pretty thundery outbreaks of rain as well, but north of the UK tend to stay on the drier side, and it's these sort of parts of Europe here, southern France, northern Italy, running into Switzerland, Hungary, those sort of areas that get in wetter conditions. And then days 21 to days 25, this is how it then looks. Look, it just keeps the trough down here with the cut-off down here. There's our ridge up here, and there's our east-south easterly flow. So what we see here is classic El Nino for June, with a high centred there off towards the east of the country. So overall through June, that's what the CFS sees. Look, ridge, bit of a trough, ridge off towards the east here, look. So we got those sort of conditions in place. Now, what I find interesting here is that if you compare that with the Chinese model, so we're looking on the northern hemisphere here, got to twist your head around a little bit because the British Isles is underneath here. Look, you're seeing here's Portugal here and Spain down here just to get your bearings. But what I want to show you here, look, is ridge, trough, ridge. It sees a very similar pattern in place. That is the classic pattern that we see with moderate El Nino events that are growing, such as the one that we're seeing just at the moment. So it's going to be fascinating to see if that actually comes true. But certainly this lean into higher pressure looks as if it's continuing through May and into June as well. So I'll leave you with that for now, but thanks again for watching. Don't forget to check out Gary's Fast Forecast for your very latest detail over the next couple of days. But for now, hopefully that was useful and interesting for you. Thanks for watching, keep the sun shining, and bye for now.